Before I start the review, I wanted to talk about something tragic that recently happened to one of the actors in this film. On June 19th, 2016, actor Anton Yelchin sadly passed away at the age of 27. This news came out of nowhere for me, and I was honestly shocked when I heard it. It's really sad seeing yet another actor go, especially one that was so young and showed a lot of promise as an actor like Anton Yelchin. My prayers go out to him, his family, and friends. So what I'm going to do is dedicate this movie review to him. Anton, this one's for you, buddy. A few months back, I kept hearing about a movie called Green Room. It was getting a ton of praise when it was at the Cannes Film Festival and the Toronto Film Festival. So out of curiosity, I decided to watch the trailer. But before the trailer showed any footage, it showed these words, and I was immediately sold. Blue Ruin was one of my favorite movies that came out in 2013. So knowing that the same director, Jeremy Saulnier, made this movie got me really excited to see it. I was so excited to see this film that I even took a 2-hour trip with a friend just to go see it because our local theater wasn't playing it when it came out. But in the end, that 2-hour trip was worth it because Green Room was awesome. Jeremy Saulnier has made yet another well-made film. If you love Blue Ruin, then you will love this as well because it's got the same type of realism and grit that Blue Ruin brought to the table. Green Room is about an indie punk band who have been down on their luck by being low on money and keep getting crappy gigs that don't pay well. That is until their manager books them a gig at a bar that's willing to pay them some decent money. The only problem is that this bar is owned by a bunch of neo-Nazis. Even though that seems like a bad idea, they go through with it anyway because they're in need of money. After they get done with the show, one of them witnesses a murder go down in the green room, which leads to them fighting for their lives against the group of neo-Nazis who are trying to kill them. That plot alone should tell you that this film's gonna be intense. I was on the edge of my seat when watching this movie because I didn't know what was gonna happen next. This movie takes the cake for being the most graphically violent movie that I have seen this year. It was way more violent than Hardcore Henry, a movie that I labeled the most violent film this year until now. The gore in this movie does not hold back. I literally cringed when blood was shed. That's all thanks to the filmmakers for going practical with the effects for this movie. Another thing that's great about this movie is the way it's shot. The camera work in this movie is a work of genius. The same goes for the cinematography as well. The colors in this film really help set the gritty tone that this film is going for. If you're a metalhead or a punk rocker, then you're gonna love this movie for its music. I found myself banging my head whenever metal or punk rock was playing in the movie. The entire cast did an amazing job in this film. We got Macon Blair back from his role in Blue Ruin, Aaliyah Shawkat from The Final Girls, Anton Yelchin from the Star Trek movies, and reuniting with Anton is Imogen Poots from the awesome Fright Night remake. Last but not least, I cannot forget about Patrick Stewart. This was very different from the roles he's used to playing because he was straight up evil. This character he plays shows he has not 1 inch of a soul in his body when you see him do the terrible things he does in this movie. I honestly have nothing bad to say about this movie. It's that good. It is definitely going on my top 10 movies of 2016 list later this year. So take that as a sign to go see this movie as soon as possible if it's still in theaters. If not, the Blu-ray release is right around the corner, so definitely check it out when it's available. Well, that was my review of Green Room. If you guys got the chance to see it, let me know what you all thought. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Post about it in the comments below. Alright, that's it for tonight, and I'll see you all later.